have a decade of experience as a magazine editor, and what I learned through that is the spaces that I loved most were ones that really told a particular point of view. They told a person's story. And what I love about Janice's room is that it feels like her.
So the whole room was designed around a painting that just happens to be of my old street. So the house that I'm leaving behind, which was my first house that I ever bought, a house that I renovated and lived in for 6 years, it is a painting of that street with my house in it. And I love that Jordan used that as the centerpiece and the inspiration for the color palette for the whole space. And then on top of that, on the shelf above my bed, she had me go through a whole bunch of old family photos. And we picked some of my favorites and blew them up and framed them above the bed.
It's important to know that your sense of style, even though you can't always name it, and I don't think you need to, it's great as it is, and what my job is to pull it out of you, is to help look at the bigger picture and then edit down the best of what you love.
In terms of pure aesthetic, I think my favorite is the wood shelf above the bed. It has a live edge on the outside, so it elicits these outdoorsy, naturey feelings that I feel like goes really well with the green color. It goes really well with the tree wallpaper.
So one of my favorite elements of the room is the rug, which we got on Etsy from Turkey. And the reason I spent a long time sourcing this, because I was looking for something sort of light that would keep the room feeling fresh.
I think another big surprise was the wallpaper. You can see it from every room. You enter the house, you can see the trees peeking out in the background. When you're like lying in bed, you can see the trees. And when you're in that space, it still feels so light. It does not feel overwhelming. And it brings with it this like strong sense of peacefulness. And I did not think I would ever be someone who loved wallpaper as much as I love that wallpaper.
Wallpaper is worth it because it really makes a statement. It really makes a room look elegant and elevated and high-end.
I think the best indicator of how I feel in the new space is how much time I've spent there. I have moved into a house that is now larger than my old house, and yet I've spent the majority of my time in my bedroom and office. And part of that makes sense, you sleep a lot, but a lot of it is just I feel most at peace and at home in that room. And I'm working on the other rooms, but in the meantime, that's the space that makes me the happiest.